Ben Bentley up in the center of the ring. He has the two main go contestants in there, Joey Giardello and Al Andrews, and here is Ben.
Our ladies and gentlemen, the International Boxing Club, in conjunction with promoter Goldie Ahern, are proud to present this 8th annual March of Dimes Boxing Carnival here in Norfolk, Virginia. The officials, ladies and gentlemen, have been appointed by the Virginia State Athletic Commission. Your judges are Johnny Burton, Charlie Ford, your timekeeper, Boots Hoffler, the attending ringside physician, Dr. Ira Hancock, and your referee, Patty Mills. 10 rounds, main event, one more bout to follow. From Superior, Wisconsin, weighing 159 pounds, he's wearing the black trunks with a white stripe, Al Andrews. His opponent from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, he's wearing the white trunks with a black stripe. He weighs 162 pounds, Joey Giardello. 10 rounds, another bout to follow.
Both of you boys were instructed by the Boxing Commission this morning that you're weighing in. But there's 2 or 3 things that I want to tell you. One, I want a good, hard-fought fight. Either boy goes down, I want the boy on his feet to go to the farthest corner and stay there until he's told to come out fighting. The boy on the deck has to take the count of 8 before he continues. Watch low punches, flick them with open hands and thumbs and elbows. Fight until I tell you to break. Shake hands now and come out fighting. Come on.
Incidentally, you had 2 introductions to Andrews. We called him from St. Paul, and Ben Bentley from Duluth. Well, he actually right now is fighting out of St. Paul, Minnesota. Joey Giardello in the white trunks at 162, Al Andrews in the black at 159. And as the number 1 contender, Giardello making his first ring appearance in over 3 months due to an operation on his left knee for the removal of a twisted cartilage. The 10-must scoring system in operation here in Virginia. Joey with a very good left hand and a fine right uppercut. Andrews, a very steady, plodding type of fighter, always in top condition, and he always continues to come at you. This is round 1 of a scheduled 10er. Giardello needs a very impressive win to retain his number 1 ranking and to continue on the heels of middleweight champion Bobo Olsen. And Andrews, who has worked his way steadily up to the number 4 challenging spot now in the middleweights, has big ideas of his own. See, I think one of Andrews' gloves is ripped open. I believe one of Andrews' gloves, no, it's Giardello's glove, ripped open. Well, there's always the first time for anything, and the glove ripped open in the thumb. I've never seen that. I've seen boxing gloves that have been used for years and years and years that have never ripped open. Well, there was a brand new pair that ripped open, and suddenly we saw a cloud of the stuffing flying in all directions. They were kidding Joey today about that wonderful head of hair of his. He's very proud of it. And he grins, says, that's one thing. Says, I don't think I'll ever need to take any treatments for Thomas for this mop that I've got. As he's very proud of it, and he keeps it combed, and says he's never going to have to go around like some fellows that don't have such a full head of hair. There'll be a slight delay, of course, ladies and gentlemen. And while we apologize to you for the fact that the delay is here. It's here. There's nothing we can do about it, and it gives us a chance to say heartfelt thanks to Norfolk for the wonderful way they have treated our entire Pabst Blue Ribbon crew down here. We haven't had too much sleep as they've done a wonderful job of entertaining us with the Lions Club, the Rotarians, the many other civic organizations, the Navy personnel, and it's been a real thrill, and we certainly hope that the rest of you folks around the country turn out en masse to support the March of Dimes, as has been done here. Tonight we have Lieutenant Governor A.E. Stevens representing Governor Stanley, Joseph F. Nee, the National Fundraising Director of the March of Dimes, representing President Basil O'Connor, Mayor Fred Duckworth, John Alfriend, the past President of the Chamber of Commerce, State Senator Charles R. Fenwick, the Boxing Commissioner, Joe Bowers, the Secretary of the State Athletic Commission, Andy Welch, Boxing Commission Chairman, Dr. Edward Myers, State Boxing Commissioner also, who's been a real wheel behind this March of Dimes promotion. Admiral Keeland, Commandant of the 5th Naval District, other flag and staff officers, also many past Blue Ribbon representatives and members of the IBC, and a fellow that's also been behind this wonderful promotion is A.L. Preacher Parsons and others. We're all here tonight giving us a complete capacity crowd, a complete sellout. Well, after that delay, which ran for about a minute, a new glove has been laced on Giardello's left hand, and we'll continue with round one. Giardello reddening slightly around the left eye. Andrews fights quite often in the crouch, and Joey says he's going to use that right uppercut of his to straighten Andrews up whenever he goes into the crouch. Round one is nearly over, as you can see. And round one is over, ladies and gentlemen, as we've got a lot of confusion here as the gendarmes have to take over some customers who have decided they can put on a better go than we have in the ring. That is the corner of Joey Giardello, who has hit the heights and almost the depths in the boxing game. Joey was interviewed by the members of the press, radio, and TV here yesterday, and says that he's going to really hew to that straight and narrow from now on and try to get that bout that he's been wanting for so long with Carl Bobo Olson. Over in the other corner is Al Andrews, originally from Superior, Wisconsin, now fighting out of St. Paul with his trainer there, Danny Spunt, leaning over his shoulder and talking to him. Andrews, a very rugged boy who continues to come at you, very strong, not particularly noted for a knockout punch, although he did knock out Gil Turner for one of his 4 KO victims. Well, we've had a little bit of everything. We've had a split boxing glove. We've had a few fans filling the joint with uppercuts over in the ringside seats, and now this is round two. Giardello at 162 is in the white trunks. Al Andrews is in the black. Something of an upset in one of the preliminaries. Bobby Lane of Charlotte, North Carolina, defeated highly ranked Tommy Thompson. One minute has gone by in the second round. Giardello puffing slightly onto the left eye. Nothing resembling a laceration, but it might cause his vision to be slowed down a bit in the latter rounds if it continues to puff. So far, we have noticed that Giardello has not been getting up on his toes too much, which leads us to wonder if his knee operation has not fully responded to treatment. But boy, he was really landing everything he threw there to Al Andrews. Less than a minute to go in round two. Giardello showing his complete repertoire with the snappy uppercut, the hook, then the long right uppercut. And right up over our Pabst Blue Ribbon microphone, they slug it out here in Norfolk, Virginia. Round three from Norfolk, Virginia. That is the number one middleweight contender in Joey Giardello in the white trunks, Al Andrews in the black. Neither man has been down. Action stepped up to a rapid pace in round two. Andrews in great condition, swarming over Joey Giardello. Andrews' nose is beginning to swell a bit. Giardello waved to his corner there as though, stop bothering me, I know what I'm doing. "30 seconds remaining in round three. All of Andrews' punches very short, but they carry a lot of authority. Round three is over, ladies and gentlemen, from Norfolk, Virginia. And a big ovation for that third round. Friends, Pabst Blue Ribbon Very proud to be a part of the 8th Annual March of Dimes Boxing Carnival here in Norfolk, Virginia. How much can your child count on you for protection from the crippling of infantile paralysis? March of Dimes money aids every polio victim who needs aid. Help protect your child. In this vital year, give to the March of Dimes. Here's a friend of yours from Hollywood with something important to say to all of us.
I'm Barbara Stanwyck. Forgive my appearance, but I'm speaking from the set of my new picture. What I have to say is the important thing. Thousands of polio victims need our help in their long battle for recovery. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. Join the 1955 March of Dimes today.
Friends, take the advice of Miss Barbara Stanwyck. You couldn't give to a worthier cause. Round 4, that is Al Andrews, eager for the fray in the black trunks. In the white trunks, Joey Giardello. 3 bristling rounds of boxing behind him with 7 to go. A slip. It is no knockdown, it's a slip. That was Andrews who touched his right glove to the floor. Andrews' best blow of the bout was that savage left hook that really clobbered Joey Giardello. One minute remaining in round 4. Andrews has lost his mouthpiece. Both boys plainly showing the marks of battle. They're getting lumpy around the face. Ready now for the 5th round from Norfolk, Virginia. At the Civic Auditorium, sellout crowd. Paying honor to the March of Dimes and also seeing a great card with the main go, a tremendous scrap between Joey Giardello and Al Andrews. Joey's in the white trunks, Al's in the black. Andrews tried to make the weight down around 147 for a long time and has finally given that class up entirely and is going to fight as a middleweight from now on. It's a very big ring here, a 24-footer. It gives both boys plenty of room to move around. One minute remaining in round 5. Round 5 over now. That's Al Andrews back to his corner. Friends, next Wednesday at this time, in color and black and white, Westinghouse will present The Best of Broadway. Jackie Gleason stars in George Kelly's great American comedy hit, The Show-Off. Thelma Ritter is Jackie's mother-in-law, and an all-star cast. That's next Wednesday, February the 2nd, on Westinghouse, The Best of Broadway. 2 weeks from tonight, Wednesday, February the 9th, Pabst Blue Ribbon will be back with an outstanding bout. And on February the 16th from Chicago, the Chicago Stadium, it'll be Patty Young and the middleweight champion of the world, Bobo Olson. Then on the 23rd, down in Miami, subject to his outcome of his coming bout February the 4th with Ernie Durando, we'll bring you Kid Gavilan against the leading contender. So mark those dates on your TV calendar and be sure to see him, will you? Ready for round 6. From Norfolk, Virginia, Al Andrews in the black trunks against Joey Giardello in the white. Neither man has been down. Both boys bruised and battered a bit. One thing that the layoff for Giardello did, it caused the scar tissue over his eyes to heal. Joey has had difficulty with lacerations in most of his bouts. Tonight he is not cut at all. 1 minute remaining now in round 6. Andrews corner, giving him the sign to try to uppercut.
Beer that's right in line with today's modern streamlined living. It's lightly refreshing, refreshingly light.
Round 7, that is the corner of Joey Giardello. Apparently didn't like the way the mouthpiece was in. And back in it goes. And round 7 is underway. Andrews at 159, Giardello at 162. If you've not been with us, neither man has been knocked down. Andrews slipped down early in the bout. Both Andrews and Giardello have been very busy here in Norfolk. In addition to having to train and train hard, they've made many public appearances for the March of Dimes. Giardello took that left hook, but blocked the right hand thrown in the second of the combination. Round 7 is over, ladies and gentlemen, at Norfolk, Virginia, where we're very pleased to be taking part in the first telecast coast to coast for Norfolk, another first for Pabst Blue Ribbon, and it's a pleasure to welcome station WNAO-TV and all our friends down in Raleigh, North Carolina. joining our Pabst Blue Ribbon Network for the first time tonight. Also, WDSM-TV, Duluth Superior, and KFIA-TV, Anchorage, Alaska, who will see the fights up there on a kinescope. You can see part of the capacity crowd. The auditorium holds around 4,000, and there are a few more than that in here tonight, as tickets have been at a premium to see these two game boys slug it out. The corner of Al Andrews with Ike Bernstein as manager and Danny Spunt talking to him. 3 more tough rounds to go, and this is round 8. Since round 2, when the boys windmilled quite a bit, they've each had quite a bit of respect for the boxing style of the other man. The clean shots are not nearly as frequent as they were early in the scrap. That one right on the top of Andrews' head. Andrews staggered for the first time tonight with that right cross. Round 9 from Norfolk, Virginia. In the black trunks, Al Andrews. In the white, it's Joey Giardello. Andrews' right eye quite a bit swollen now, as is the left eye of Giardello. Andrews tiring a bit, not keeping his guard as high as he was, but still doing most of the forcing of the fight. Over. That was the first knockdown of the night, and it was a clean one, and it came from a combination of punches as Giardello cut Andrews with the guard down and suddenly snapped in about 6 blows, all of which landed, and all of which contributed to the knockdown. And you can see they're freshening up for the 10th round. And they're busy over in the corner of Joey Giardello, too. You know, a lot of boxers change their names when they go into the ring. Well, Joey changed his when he was only 15 and a half years old because he wanted to get into the Army. He knew there was an 18-year-old kid living down the street from him with the name of Joey Giardello, so he reported under that name as an enlistee. They found it out a couple of days later, but then his mother and father gave him permission, and he stayed in. But he's been Joey Giardello long before he went into the ring as a boxer, and he's ready now for round 10. That was a very impressive round for Joey. A flash bulb popped out and is lying up in the center of the ring now. The photographer's trying to call the referee's attention to it to get him to kick it out of the ring, which he has just done. It wouldn't be any fun to sit down on one of those or step on it. Andrews has absorbed quite a beating around the face now. He's having difficulty keeping his mouthpiece in. The upper lip is swollen badly. Here in round 10 with more than 2 minutes left. Giardello giving Andrews a chance to recover after he almost spun through the ropes. Fans applauding with 30 seconds remaining in the bout. We've seen a real bruiser. And it's all over. A grueling 10-round contest at Norfolk, Virginia. Saw both boys starting to slug early in the bout and continuing it throughout for the entire 10 rounds. Now the ballots will be collected from the two judges and the referee, and they will be presented to Ben Bentley, who will announce the decision on this one. Giardello, who entered the bout tonight as the number 1 contender. Al Andrews as the number 4. Goldie Ahern, the very genial promoter here in Norfolk with the IBC, receiving a wire from a lady that usually works with him, his lovely wife, back in Washington recovering from an illness. Goldie's done a wonderful job on this one. They're cutting the gloves and the tape off the hands of the two boys now. And here is the announcement.
Here's the official scoring by points. Judge Johnny Burton scores 96 points. Giardello, 95 points. Andrews. And Judge Charlie Ford, 97 points. Giardello, 93 points. Andrews. The referee, Patty Mills, he scores it 97 points. Giardello, 82. Andrews. The winner by unanimous decision, Joey Giardello.
Andrews leaps in his corner as Joey Giardello receives the plaudits of the crowd. A unanimous decision with the referee scoring Andrews much lower than the other two officials. Judge Burton 96-95, Judge Ford 97-93, and referee Mills 97-82. So it's a unanimous win for Joey Giardello of Philadelphia. Now don't go away, because in a moment we'll tell you about next week. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw yourselves a great bout.